Hi, my name is Melissa Daniels, and this is Strabismus to Stereopsis. This channel is all about the journey that I've had from having strabismus, where my eyes don't work together, to having stereopsis, where I've got this amazing depth perception. This whole summer, I've put out a video series highlighting different areas of my life that have been changed for the better because my eyes are straight and work together now. And in this video, I'm going to do the quick version and go through each of those 11 ways that I have seen a huge change in my vision since gaining 3D. Now, if you want to know if you're seeing in 2D or 3D and you're not sure, you can go to learn.strabismussolutions.com and take a quiz that I created called Do My Eyes Work Together? And there's 6 different tests on there where you can actually see if your eyes work together or not. And those are going to make knowing is going to make a big difference in knowing how to fix the problem. So go take that quiz if you're not sure. And if you want to know what's possible for someone who has strabismus, keep watching. And I'm going to go through the 11 ways that I have seen a huge impact in my vision with vision therapy. First, when I play the piano, it is so different now. My peripheral is open, so I can see the notes on the page and my hands at the same time and read the music without moving my eyes all over the place. I can also see the staff, the little tiny lines, and tell where the notes are. So instead of having to memorize the music, I can sight read. It's a huge improvement. Second, tennis. Tennis and pickleball are sports where you hit a ball with a racket, right? I used to miss the ball all the time. Now I can keep my eye on the ball and watch it move through space. I also have depth perception that works so much better. So when the ball is coming towards me, I can actually hit the target instead of whiffing the ball. Third is teaching. I can call on people without them being confused about where I'm looking. I feel comfortable with my eyes, and so I can focus on teaching and being an effective teacher instead of worrying about myself and how I look. Fourth, with driving ATVs, I can keep my head up instead of focusing on the road in front of me. I can look up and be aware of the peripheral and other drivers on the road. I also can see the differences in terrain and whether there's bumps or hills or rocks. I can see that a lot more effectively and then adjust accordingly. Fifth, and one of my favorites, is driving. So many positive changes for driving. One, I can drive at night. So instead of the lights gleaming in my eyes and being really confusing, I can drive at night. It's not a problem anymore. I have peripheral, so I can see where other cars are and it's not so much tunnel vision. I have lane control. Instead of trying to watch the dotted lines and make sure I'm right next to them and try to figure out how to be in the middle of my lane, I can just see myself and my car in the lane, and I can do that naturally now. My vision is just a lot more cohesive. Parking is still bad. I was really hoping the vision therapy was going to make me an awesome parker, and it's just not in me, but I'm going to keep working on it. Another one is I can judge distances. So when cars are stopping in front of me, I'm not slamming on my brakes because I recognize they aren't as far away as they seem. So driving is a whole new world, and I feel like I'm a lot safer on the road. Sixth, empathy. I am now so much more aware of people and the silent struggles that they face. Things that don't look obvious, but you know there's that internal battle. When people have a concussion or a traumatic brain injury and they're saying, oh, I'm so dizzy, and people don't take it seriously, I understand now. I have empathy for people suffering, and I feel like I connect with people on such a different level because I've experienced some of those hard things. Seventh, gardening. Gardening is one of my big hobbies, and I've noticed a couple things in gardening. When I am getting the beds ready for the beginning of the year to plant, you have to smooth them out with a rake, and I would always do it, and there was valleys and hills. Now I can get it flat because my depth perception allows me to see that. Before, because it was all the same color and the shadows didn't work, my one eye monocular cues weren't enough to help me get it flat and even. Now, because my eyes work together, I can have way more success with that. I also can see textures and colors on the plants a lot more easily, which makes harvesting and picking the vegetables easier because I can tell the difference between the plant and the fruit. Next, working with kids. I don't get made fun of by mean 5th grade boys anymore because of my eye turn. So I can focus on connecting with the kids instead of trying to worry about my eye turn, worry about embarrassing my kids in their classroom. I just get to be myself and not stress about that anymore. Stairs. I can quickly move up and down the stairs without any trouble. Even stairs that have the open slats in between, like in new construction, even those stairs that used to be terrifying and I'd sit down on them to go down, I can just go down no problem. Why? I have depth perception. I know where I am in space. 10, throwing games, things like cube or beanbag toss. All of those games where you're throwing and trying to have an accurate throw. I am much more accurate now. I can use my vision. I can use my eyes to tell my hand how hard to throw it. And all of those things are now connected. My body is much more integrated in how it works together with my vision. And my body does what I tell it to do much more efficiently. I even win sometimes. And last, reflexes. I have them now. I don't get blindsided and hit in the face by random flying objects. I can catch them and I'm a lot more quick. My body, kind of like I said before, my body is much more responsive to what I'm seeing and I believe what I see and I can interact with my environment in a much more real way. I also need to add, one of my favorite things is that I love the way the world looks. I just get to enjoy the look of the world. Clouds, trees, flowers, everything. I love to see the space between objects. It's so satisfying and it enriches my life. So people might say it won't make a difference. Some people say that 3D is just the cherry on top, but I'm here to tell you it is so much more. And if you want to have these experiences, if you want these positive changes for your vision, don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help you get started on your journey. You can even schedule a consult with me if you go to strabismussolutions.com/consult and I can help you get going on your path. Good luck and I will see you in the next video.